Hi, Shellbower here, Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make this nice little box. I decided to make another one of these boxes for my mum for Mother's Day, and it's been sitting on my side and I've grown attached to it and I don't want to give it away. So I thought I'd show you how to make one, and then I got one for myself and one for my mum. So I've got the pretty little flowers around the edges. If I tilt it, you can see I've popped a piece of glimmer paper in the top there, and if I pop it open, I put some pretty butterflies and a happy Mother's Day, and I know my mum likes Maltesers, so I've got a little treat sized packet of Maltesers in there for her. So I'm just going to pop that back down. So today I'll show you how to make this. So I'll just pop this to one side. Now I've got all my pieces ready, but I will show you we're going to need a nice top piece like this, and this is going to be our bottom piece, and this I will cut this as we put it together, because I'm going to cut a piece of glimmer paper in a minute. I'll show you that, so that we can, I'm going to have a different colour in the top, and obviously I need 6 little squares to go around my side pieces, and 6 flowers, but I'll show you how to make the flowers. I'll show you how to get your little squares and the butterfly and the happy Mother's Day. So now we're going to bring the big shot in, and what we're going to do is, I've got my pieces of paper now. I won't show you how to cut the bottom because I've already done that. I'm going to show you how to do this piece. So I'm going to get my, bring my plate around this side. I'm going to get our window die box, and we're going to pop that down on there, and then we want our pretty pattern top. We'll just pop that in like so. And we're just going to put that through. I always do it twice for good measure. So I'll just put that to one side. And like I said, you would actually cut another one of these so that you get your bottom piece. And then I'm just going to pop this out because it's going to be our top piece. And then for the piece that I got to sit in when we've done the glimmer paper, all I did was I got an oddment, so because I just wanted to cut that piece. That's all you need, so just a scrap piece of card to get your top piece. And now I'll just show you, this is a godsend. What I'm going to do is, oh, most of it's come out, so that's good. And then you'll just run your brush over, and bits will flick everywhere. And you might have the odd piece left in, but there you go. It gets every little piece out for you. So that's our top. Like I said, I've already done the top. You'd cut another piece without your middle piece in, another piece to sit behind the glimmer paper. I remembered a bin this week. I'll clean that afterwards. Now, like I said, for our piece that's in here, I'm just going to cut a piece of glimmer paper. Take that top piece off. Bring the big shot back in. And I'm just going to pop that there. And run that through. So, I'm just going to take that piece out. I'll pop that back over there. And I'm just going to put my plates back in my big shot. So now we're going to get our pieces. Like I said, what you would do with this now is you would burnish all your folds. We'll just do this one quickly. And obviously our bits on the top. Oh, you'd spend a bit more time. So we'd get our top piece, and like I said, I've got my top piece burnished, my bottom piece and my lid. Put that spare lid over there. And my piece of glimmer paper that I've done. And to cut this side, to cut this piece off, I find it best to turn it this way because you can't see the crease line on the glimmer side. And I would just cut that off. And then the same with our pieces like here. We're going to cut these off, but do it on the white side because you'll see them better. And then we'll just check that it sits in there nicely, and if it's not, like this bit, we just cut a little bit more off that side. And you'll just trim it until you've got it so it sits nicely. Then the same with this bit is what's going to cover this. Cut these pieces off. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get them so that they match each other. So when we stick everybody in, you get your nice green on there, and you get a nice blue on the top there. I'll just clear this away. Now, for my square pieces, it's the stitch framelits, and I've used, I'm going to get it out, the second one in. And all you will do for this is get yourself some scrap, or I took half an A5 to make sure I got all 6 out. Put that on there, put that on there. And we do that and make sure that we get 6 of these, because we want 6, 1 for each side. So we're going to need the Bitty Butterfly and the Elegant Butterfly to make our butterflies, and then we're going to need the Blossom Punch to make our flowers. And for our Happy Mother's Day, we're going to need the Duet Banner Punch. So we'll just do some punching. I've already done mine, but I'll just show you how to get those. You get a large one and just pop it in, pop that out, and then with your Bitty Butterfly, pop that in. So you've got your butterfly ready. Now for the flowers, you're going to need a big piece, but I'm just going to cut a big flower. And then for my middle flower, and then I'll get the tiddy little pink one, but I tend to punch them, I don't know why, I always put the paper in that way first. Oops. And that's our 3 pieces of flower and a butterfly. Now I'll show you how we assemble those. We get some dimensionals, and for the butterfly I gave them a little squeeze so we get a bit of dimension on them, and then on the back of that we would just pop a little piece with our butterflies together and just put them together like that. And then with our flowers, middle flower, a whole dimension in there. Put that in. Just pop that on there. This one doesn't fit a whole dimensional, so I just cut a piece off the edge again. Pop that in there. Pop that onto the flower there. Now for our pearls, I just used the basic pearls, and I found that 3 of these goes nicely in the middle of our butterfly. So I'll just pick 3 of those up. I find it better to do with my fingers. I just lay that down the middle of our butterfly, like so. And what I would do with that, for when I'm going to put it inside the box, is just pop a dimension on it. For our flower. Now for the pearl on the flower, I found that they came off. So I used a glue dot. And what I did was I picked a glue dot up, popped it in the middle of my flower, it doesn't want to play ball now, we're live on camera. Pick out pearl and pop it in there, and you'll find that those won't come off. And for popping it on our box, again, another dimensional. So that's how to put those. And for these, I've already put all my tear tape on, and I would then take the back off my dimensional and pop them on there so that they're all ready to stick on your box. Now for my banner, I used the thoughtful banners, and I used the Happy and the Mother's Day, and with a piece of card, and I used black memento ink, and I think I've re-inked my black memento a bit too much because it seems to be rather juicy. Oh, that's not too bad. And then we would get our banner punch, and I'm going to get it into this top piece here. I'm just going to pop it in there, and it just fits. You really have got to have a good look. And then we've got our banner. And again, just a couple of dimensionals on the back there. So what we'll do is we'll just stick all our flowers now onto our squares. Now we've got our butterflies, our flowers, our sentiment all ready. We just need to glue our box together and assemble it all. So now we're going to assemble our box. So I'll bring this in. I'm going to take that off for a minute. What we're going to do is on the bottom piece here, when we pop it together, these two sides, we don't need two pieces, so I'm going to cut these off. And now I'm going to get some Tombow. And I'm going to put a bit of Tombow on here. Bring my top of the box in and just push that there. Just going to have a quick look to make sure that it's lining up nicely. And just wait for it to take. I'm happy that that's taken. That dimensional piece wants to join it. Now I'm going to stick these side pieces to the bottom. So I'm going to put a bit of Tombow on there, bring that round. And all the time you're trying to make sure that you line your joins up nicely. And again with the other side. I think I use too much. I'm too generous with my Tombow. I get Tombow all over me. Again, I'm going to pop that down. So when I'm doing it on my own, I would actually do it this way, but you can't see. So just hold it so it sits nice and firm. Then we want to put Tombow on this side and this side so we can tuck these sides. I'll just spread my Tombow out, see if I don't get it all over myself. Like so. And on this edge as well. And then we're going to bring these two around together at the same time. And we're just going to hold those. So we can get those nicely together. And the same on this side, we're now going to put a bit of Tombow on there. And on our bottom lip. And we're going to come round again. Like so. And we're just going to hold that nicely. And then I would get my bone folder and I would just give them a little, just to make sure that they're all stuck down nicely. Now I really should have done the lid first. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some tear tape. And I want a small piece along the top there, but our tear tape is a little bit too wide, so I'm just going to cut a sliver of that off before I stick it on the inside of my lip there. And then I want a piece here. Basically we're going to get a piece on all, so that when we stick our glimmer paper in, it's got our tear tape to adapt to. I'm just going to have to turn it away. I'll just get that side. And I'm going to stick a piece on this side. And then I want a small piece along the bottom. Like so. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my, let's just check which way I want it to go. I want it to go like that. And I'm also going to stick this on as well. And now we're going to take this tear tape off and we're going to pop it in. And what you're going to do now is you're just going to burnish those flaps again, so that when you pop it together, they're all going to sit in nicely. Like so. And there's our nice pretty top. Now we're going to decorate the sides. Oops. Got one window back in on there. And you can see there's actually a square. You can't see the score lines very well on here, but there is actually a square that you can actually get your and just sit it in. Like I said, you'll be able to see it better when you're doing yours. Keep picking that one up. So that's all 6 sides with our flowers. Now to decorate inside. One thing to remember with the inside is you're going to need to shut the box, so you're going to have to be careful where you position your butterflies. So if I stick that in the middle, I'll just show you what I mean. If you stick that there, your wing's going to be sticking out. So we need to make sure I pop him there. It'll be okay there. And we'll get a pink one to sit underneath. I'm just going to check that everybody's no butterfly wings sticking out, and then a nice little treat size packet of Maltesers, and then we'll pop our box. Closed. And there we have a little box. So now this box I've been admiring all week is mine, and I've now made another one, and my mum can have that one, so we have one each. So if you could click the like and subscribe button, that makes me happy. I will put all the details of the products I've used today on my blog at www.stampin.co.uk, and I will also put those details on my Facebook page, which is Shell's Craft Corner. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye bye.